everyone, how are you? And welcome back to a Valentine's Day edition of an Ombré 3D stamping. I created this in a video around May of 3D stamping. I thought, how about let's do an ombre version of 3D stamping. Usually the darker color you want less of, but it's all up to you on how much of the two colors you want to ombre. So I'm going to do a little bit of the white, and then I'm going to go in with this gorgeous red color. I'm just going to put this up right like here. I'm going to go in with my sponge, and when I tap this, it's just going to look like this from the side view, but from the top view, that blend is just going to disappear. I'm going to tap off the end a little bit there, and if I need to rotate this side around, okay, then I'm going to pop this in the lamp for 30 seconds. I'm going to go back in with my red and my white. I'm probably going to do a total of maybe, once again, 3 or 4 layers. And then when we are done, we'll be right back for part 2. I'm going to go in with my last layer, and it's important to know when you're doing an ombre, you have to remember your color wheel. So you need to know what colors will and won't blend well together. Because otherwise, depending on the colors you're choosing for that ombre, sometimes it could look like a mess. We're gonna take from Magic Gel their clear rubber base builder. You need this clear gel to give that depth and dimension when doing this 3D effect. So first, I'm gonna put down a little slip layer. Then I'm basically, I have all this extra gel on the brush. I'm gonna wipe this off. Then see that bead of gel right there? I'm basically just gonna pick that up. And I have something like this. I'm not gonna need a lot. You're gonna put this on. Just gonna float this down the center. Try not to get any bubbles. Then we're going to pay attention to our line of light. You don't want to have too much on the end here because you'll have a weird funky like buildup. If this looks really good and your line of light is perfect, you're going to pop this in the lamp for a full cure. Just going to lightly smooth the surface before we go in with our stamping. And that's going to happen. You always need that to happen while you're buffing. Did you know that? Once you get this nice and smooth, we're going to wipe all of the dust off. And you have your 2-color ombre. My stamping polishes, these are from Clear Jelly Stamper. It's number 2, and I think it's 6 or 9. I'll write the correct numbers in the description box. And the stamping plate I'm using is from Chic Beauty. It came from a whole collection. And I'm using this one right up here. Now, I'm going to do this diagonally only because this image is a little bit on the small side. We'll see how this comes out. I want this to fit the nail properly. Stamper in hand. I'm going to scrape going once, twice, pick that up. Then I'm going to line this up this way. Try to see how much I can. You want to get this on that blend like so. And all I have to do is just go back and add a little bit more white. And there you go. These three, I do have a matte top coat. So for this one, we are going to do a shiny. Float the top coat on so the gel polish doesn't smudge. Now, if you remember, this is what I showed you at the beginning of the video for the 3D stamping. And this is what I created. Now, if I hold this up close along with this one, you have your shiny and your matte version of this, and both of them actually look really good. And you just have to make sure that when you're doing something like this with the 3D stamping, especially the ombre, you have to line up the ombre between the gel polish and the stamping really well. Let me know in the caption below how you liked this video. Which one do you like better, shiny or matte, and if you are going to be trying this. Don't forget, I will always list all the products I used in the description box below. Don't forget to come back next week for a whole new tutorial. I'll see you later, nail family. Bye.